The Federal Bureau of Investigation's headquarters hums with tension in the heart of Washington, D.C., a towering glass edifice reflecting the city's vibrant skyline while concealing the relentless war on crime within its walls. The building's modern design contrasts sharply with the frenetic energy inside, where agents move purposefully through polished marble corridors, their footsteps a steady cadence against the soft glow of computer screens. The air is laden with the rich aroma of coffee and the faint, musty odor of aging case files, a constant reminder of the high stakes at play. On a dreary afternoon, rain taps insistently against the expansive windows as a new case file lands on Agent Sarah Larson's desk, its bold, Priority 1 stamp catching the light. The file introduces the Phantom, a criminal mastermind who has eluded capture for 5 years, orchestrating a series of audacious heists and unsolved murders across the nation. Larson, a veteran agent with a decade of fieldwork under her belt, gathers her team in a dimly lit briefing room, their faces a mix of resolve and fatigue. The rain outside intensifies, casting a somber gray veil over the bustling streets below, mirroring the gravity of the task ahead. The Phantom's criminal saga kicked off with a flawless bank robbery in New York, where security cameras inexplicably recorded only static, a technological enigma that baffled experts. From there, the elusive figure expanded their reign, executing a multi-million-dollar art theft in Chicago, launching a devastating cyber attack on a federal database in California, and pulling off a daring diamond heist in Las Vegas, each crime punctuated by the signature drop of a black ace playing card. Larson's office transforms into a strategic hub, its walls adorned with detailed maps, suspect photographs, and evidence boards linked by red yarn. She pores over grainy surveillance footage, a shadowy silhouette weaving through crowds, always just out of reach. The team debates tactics, their voices rising above the rain's persistent rhythm, while the director's stern voice crackles through the intercom, demanding swift progress. The case file balloons with witness statements, forensic reports, and a growing stack of dead-end leads, each page a piece of the intricate puzzle. As the rain subsides, the city's streets gleam under the soft glow of streetlights, offering a brief respite from the storm within. Larson's first lead emerges from an informant, Tony, a wiry ex-con with trembling hands, who tips her off about a warehouse in Baltimore rumored to be the Phantom's base. The team mobilizes at dusk, black SUVs cutting through the damp night, their headlights piercing the mist. The warehouse, a dilapidated structure on the city's fringes, looms with boarded windows and graffiti-marred walls, its silence heavy with foreboding. Inside, the air is thick with dust and the sharp scent of motor oil, crates stacked high like silent guardians. Agents sweep the space, flashlights casting long shadows across the concrete floor, but they find only an abandoned setup, empty computer screens and a black ace card with a serial number etched into its edge. Disappointment hangs in the air, yet the clue ignites a flicker of hope. Back at headquarters, analysts trace the number to a printing company in Philadelphia, setting the stage for the next move. The city's wet pavement reflects the team's determination as they prepare for the journey. In Philadelphia, the lead points to a nondescript office building, where agents uncover a complex web of shell companies tied to the Phantom. Interrogating the sweating manager yields a crucial tip, a meeting scheduled for the following night at a New Jersey pier. The operation ramps up, with snipers taking positions on rooftops and patrol boats gliding through the dark, choppy waters. The pier, illuminated by the harsh glare of sodium lights, becomes a tense stage for the sting. As midnight approaches, a figure in a trench coat emerges from the fog, briefcase in hand, their silhouette sharp against the misty backdrop. Agents move in, but the suspect triggers a small explosion, sending debris flying and forcing a chaotic retreat. Larson emerges with a fragment of the briefcase containing a USB drive, her ears ringing as sirens wail in the distance. The night air grows cold, carrying the acrid smell of smoke and the briny tang of the sea. At headquarters, the USB reveals a trove of encrypted files detailing the Phantom's next target, the National Museum in D.C. The team races against the clock, Decrypting the data as the heist deadline, 48 hours away, looms large. Larson coordinates with local police, transforming the museum's grand marble steps into a fortified perimeter. A decoy operation the night before distracts a secondary crew, allowing agents to infiltrate the museum's security system. On the heist day, as visitors file out, the Phantom's team strikes, disabling alarms and breaching the vault with precision. Larson leads a tense shootout, bullets ricocheting off marble statues and shattering glass display cases, the sound echoing through the galleries. The mastermind, unmasked as Victor Crane, a disgraced former FBI analyst, flees through a hidden exit. Larson pursues him to the basement, where a climactic confrontation unfolds amid the damp, dimly lit space. Crane, with a cold, mocking grin, confesses that his crimes were a calculated vendetta against corruption within the Bureau, naming officials entangled in a bribery scheme. Larson arrests him, but the revelation triggers a sweeping internal investigation that shakes the agency to its core. Crane's trial becomes a national spectacle, his testimony peeling back layers of deceit and implicating high-ranking figures. Larson receives a commendation, though the victory feels hollow as she grapples with doubts about her colleagues' integrity. The museum reopens to the public, its artifacts standing as silent witnesses to the battle fought within. Outside, D.C. resumes its daily rhythm, its streets alive with activity, oblivious to the shadows cast by the case. The case file is sealed, but lingering questions remain. How deep does the corruption run? In the aftermath, Larson is assigned to a newly formed task force dedicated to rooting out the corruption Crane exposed. Her office swells with fresh case files, each a potential thread in a larger conspiracy stretching across the country. The team expands, desks overflowing with maps, intelligence reports, and photographs from various field offices. One evening, as the city lights twinkle through her window, an unmarked package arrives, a black ace card with a new serial number scrawled on it. Chase reignites, Larson steeling herself for the next challenge, her resolve hardening. The DC skyline glimmers, a blend of elegance and hidden treachery. The team's keyboards clack with renewed vigor as they dig into the new lead, a whistleblower hinting at a buried case from years past. Rain returns, pattering against the glass, a fitting accompaniment to the unending pursuit of justice. The office buzzes with energy, each agent driven by the quest for truth. As the task force digs deeper, they uncover a pattern of suppressed investigations, hinting at a cover-up that spans decades. Larson leads a raid on a suspected safe house in Baltimore, uncovering encrypted hard drives and a ledger detailing illicit payments. The operation stretches into the early hours, agents sifting through data under the harsh glow of desk lamps. A secondary lead takes them to a rundown motel in Virginia, where a low-level operative spills details of a money laundering ring. The motel's neon sign flickers, casting a reddish hue over the parking lot as agents secure the scene. Back at headquarters, the evidence mounts, pointing to a retired official now living in Florida. Larson plans a discreet trip, coordinating with local authorities to avoid tipping off the suspect. The flight south is tense, the hum of the plane's engines a backdrop to her strategizing. In Florida, the retired official's lavish home becomes the next target. Agents stake out the property, observing a pattern of late-night visitors. A midnight raid reveals a hidden room stocked with cash and documents, confirming his role in the corruption network. The official, caught off guard, attempts to flee but is apprehended in his pool house, the water splashing as agents close in. The arrest yields a trove of new leads, including a connection to a foreign syndicate. Larson returns to D.C., her mind racing with the implications. The task force expands its scope, collaborating with international agencies to track the syndicate's operations. Meetings stretch late into the night, the conference room filled with the murmur of strategizing voices and the clink of coffee mugs. A breakthrough comes when a decrypted email reveals a planned arms deal in Texas, prompting an immediate response. The Texas operation unfolds in a dusty warehouse district, agents moving silently under the cover of night. The deal goes down, but a tip-off leads to a firefight, bullets whizzing past rusted shipping containers. Larson takes a minor graze to her arm, but the team secures the weapons and arrests the ringleaders, The haul includes military-grade firearms, sparking a broader investigation into illegal arms trafficking. Back in D.C., the evidence is cataloged, each item a step toward dismantling the network. The team celebrates briefly, the mood lightened by pizza delivered to the office, but the work continues. A new black Ace card arrives, this time with coordinates etched on the back, leading to a remote cabin in West Virginia. Larson organizes a small team, the drive through winding roads tense with anticipation. The cabin, nestled in a dense forest, yields a cache of documents and a recorded confession from a deceased operative, implicating more officials. The forest's silence is broken by the crackle of radios as agents secure the site. Larson listens to the tape, her expression hardening as she plots the next move. The task force's efforts intensify, with daily briefings and late-night analyses becoming routine. A tip from a customs officer in New York uncovers a shipping container linked to the syndicate, leading to a port raid that nets a haul of contraband. The operation's success boosts morale, but the new leads multiply the workload. Larson's desk groans under the weight of files, her coffee cup a constant companion. The pursuit of the Phantom's legacy stretches on, each victory a step toward justice, the Black Ace a relentless reminder of the challenges ahead.